You know what this young Jeezy allegation reminds me of? Beware of the self-proclaimed healed brother. Okay? Because that's really a wolf in sheep's clothing. Any brother that's gonna go around and do press tours and write a book and do all of this about how healed and I'm the bigger man and, I'm so elevated now because, I've really done my journey and blah, blah, blah. Walk it, don't talk it. Because behind the scenes, you're actually a narcissist and an abuser, allegedly. Okay? And here's why I'm inclined to believe those allegations. I'm actually, or I was, a young Jeezy fan. But more so than that, I'm a Gucci Mane fan. And what I know is that Jeezy sent somebody to Gucci's house to end his life many years ago. Unfortunately, that brother didn't succeed because Gucci did what he had to do in his own self-defense. Okay? And this is why if you go back to 2020, when they squashed the beef and had a versus battle, Gucci, first song out of the verses said what? Dig your partner up, bet he won't say shit. That's what that line was about. Because you really sent somebody to come and do me, and now you're running around in a suit like you're an executive healed brother and not a gangster anymore. You are who you are. You haven't changed, but you have the charm and the convincing nature of a narcissist to make people think you have changed. And that is a terrifying person. Remember, he did that interview with Nia Long in his suit, talking her up about how he's healed and evolved, and he doesn't want the drama and blah, blah, blah. Brother, you don't want drama when allegedly you were the one putting hands and feet on people, on women, on your wife, on the mother of your child. And let me tell you why that's even more devastating. If you know the history of Jeannie Mai, she was previously married. She always said, I don't feel like I want kids. And then after she got with young Jeezy, she came out and did many interviews and articles and said, he made me feel safe enough to finally want a child. Now put two and two together. A man that can get with a woman in under 2 years, make her feel emotionally and psychologically safe enough to have a child, and then turn around and abuse that same lady allegedly, terrifying. That is the definition of a narcissist. And then you go around to the rest of the community talking about how you're so healed, and everyone believes you. But the woman who's with you knows the horror that she has to go through behind the scenes. You know how many women have been through that? Ask me how I know. Your auntie has been through some things. I know that type of brother. Nobody would have ever thought that. Oh my God. Yeah. That breaks my heart for her because myself and so many other women have fallen for the self-proclaimed healed brother in a suit. When really behind the scenes, you have bad energy and bad intentions and toxic ways of dealing with people. I don't like that for us. I don't like that for us girls. So I'm going to say this as your auntie. Take this piece of advice. And I don't care if you're young or old. If you see a hint or a sign of abuse from a man, I don't care how good on paper he seems. I don't care if that brother is in a Dolce & Gabbana suit or in a Brooks Brothers suit. I don't care if he's the CEO of a company. I don't care if he wrote a book on healing. If he raises his voice, if he raises his hand, if he threatens you in any way, leave. Because that is the tip of the iceberg. That is a scratch of the surface. Okay? And it doesn't get better from there. So, just saying, I love you. Be safe.